Hi guys!
Hello!
Welcome back. We are back with more food, yet again.
Yet again.
So I made a raspberry and white chocolate cheesecake. We'll do some close-up shots, yeah?
No, it's too late for that. The camera is set up, it's not moving.
I know, but afterwards we can do them.
Oh, I see. What, you
They
mean
can
after we've
actually
eaten
see
it?
Oh shit, yeah. What's happening soon?
My parents are meeting your parents for the first time after 4 years of being together almost.
It's the big event! The Think Fest!
The pressure is on for your family to host.
Let's cut it.
Do you want to do it? You
Looks
made
okay.
it.
You mentioned that the base is a bit too big.
In terms of visual, the biscuit base is a bit too thick, I think, for a cheesecake. So that will have to be, assessed in the real attempt when you make it for my fam.
I think there's some biscuit at the bottom there.
There's some. Oh yeah. There it is.
You can't even see it.
You probably can't.
Okay,
Oh,
here we
it's
go.
mine, is it?
I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good.
It looks good, yeah.
Not to toot my own horn.
Smells good. Smells like a cheesecake. Ooh.
Wait, we need to do it together.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good.
It's good. There's like,
It's really good.
it said to put frozen dried raspberries on the top. So I froze them, but I didn't really know how to make them dried. So I just sprinkled them on after I froze them.
Oh, these little bits.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
on the top.
Oh, yeah. I love it. If you make it again just like this, then you'll have done yourself proud.
Aw, thanks.
It's good.
How do I make the biscuit base less hard?
No, it's actually not that hard.
Or is it is it supposed
it's
to be?
because it's thick. That's why it's difficult to cut through it, because there's like an
Less
inch of it.
Base.
If it was half as thick, then it's easier to get your fork through it. So it's fine.
I thought, to make this a bit more interesting, not just us sat here eating cheesecake, we could talk about controversial topics. But not serious. We're not going deep here because, could start some fights. But just light-hearted, controversial topics.
Okay.
So the first one is, are ghosts and aliens real?
I think for me, ghosts are not real. Because ghosts are supposed to be
Spirits.
everlasting spirits from souls from human beings. And I just think that whole facade is just too far-fetched. That can't be real. People can't just die. How can you have some people die and turn into a ghost and others not? What gives them the right? What gives them the speciality to become a ghost in some particular location or space to be a ghost over anybody else that dies? And if that's true, if you have say your husband or wife dies or kids or whatever, and you have their ghost in your life kind of giving you little hints and stuff, then surely everyone sort of deserves that, because that's kind of a nice thing. They're by your side in spirit.
But
why wouldn't everybody have that?
I mean, does it depend on how they die and where they die? You're more likely to come across a ghost of
It's
whoever it was if they died in in your house or in whoever's house.
Well, yeah.
If they die outside the house,
yeah, it's
then their ghost won't
there's
be.
no ghost that lives in a field somewhere that's
Present.
haunted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always in some haunted house. That's what they say. It's haunted house. But why is it people that die in a house that sort of then have their ghost in this environment? Why isn't there someone out in some field somewhere or on some beach? Some ghost just tips up on a beach and just starts stealing a sun cream or something.
Well, I think it's it's
why has that not happened?
It's unfinished sort of business in the house or something. I don't know. I didn't really know, but
That's why I just think it's just a load of nonsense.
I could be wrong here, but I feel like you only believe it if you've had an experience with a ghost. I don't know. I personally don't believe it. I don't think.
No. What was the other thing? Ghosts?
Aliens.
And aliens, yeah. Aliens I can get more on board with. Aliens. Because I keep seeing videos on like TikTok where they're showing like the size of Earth in the universe. And it's like you have Earth and the solar system and the sun and the galaxy and then like all these other galaxies and all of these stuff in the universe, which is then part of like another big universe. And it's like, how can the Earth, that's like this big, in this place that's trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of the size of Earth?
How can we be the only beings?
We cannot be.
Like imagine,
and there be no other life in any of these other galaxies. That's impossible.
Imagine another planet. Some people on another planet or things on another planet are thinking the same as us. Like, imagine there's other things out there.
That's so weird. That freaks me out. There's other galaxies the same as ours, existing billions of miles away. There just has to be other life. There just does, like scientifically.
But then how have they not found it?
Because this is doing like the technology. We just don't have it. Spaceflight has never gone beyond the moon. So like, how are we going to prove that there's life billions of miles away? What's the next one?
So the next one is, I'm just trying to pick one. Does money buy you happiness?
I have an opinion on this, but I'd like to hear yours. What's your opinion?
I think we have discussed this briefly, but not really like. Thing is, I don't think you're happier if you have more money. I think money can give you a good life, a better kind of way of living.
Yeah.
Look at all these famous people with mental health problems. You can't buy friends and family, do you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ultimately, I don't think it can make you happy, but it.
I would say this. So,
you know what I mean.
My opinion of money buying happiness, I don't think that having lots of money guarantees happiness. But I think that if you did have a lot of money, it would substantially increase your chances of being happy compared to if you didn't have lots of money. Because if you think about a lot of the troubles that people have in their lives, it's often financially related. So like having to buy their own place, having to pay rent, having to put food on the table, all these kind of things. A lot of the stress about life, general like working, it's all to do with having enough money in the bank to feel like safe and secure. I wouldn't
necessarily compare it though.
No, I wouldn't say that like that beats like family or whatever, but I just think a lot of people's worries about life generally is financially related. So I would say that having lots of money, money doesn't buy you happiness, guaranteed. But if you had a lot of money, it would definitely increase the chances of you being happy compared to if you didn't have money. That's my opinion of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Then what if you have someone who doesn't have a lot of money, but they're happy in spirit, like they have everyone around them.
I'm not saying that you can't be happy if you don't have money.
And then you have a really rich person who, I think when it comes with fame, that's when.
Yeah, fame is a different thing. That's completely different.
I'm just thinking of all these films I've seen, like,
you
know, A Star Is Born, when we went to see Elvis Presley the other day.
Yeah.
Like,
But there's many, many more people that are rich that aren't famous than there are famous and rich. But the ones we hear about are the ones that are famous because those are the ones that we were interested in. Those are the ones we want to know about. But I'm sure
they have a lot more to kind of.
Yeah, I'm sure there's millions of people on the planet that have money, and people have no clue that they have money and that they're happy with themselves because they're not being followed around by paparazzi. They're not being printed stories in the newspaper every week about themselves. Yeah.
It is interesting because I think it's a bit naive to say that it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it we basically said everything that we wanted to say, but like, I think, you know, everyone wants money, don't they? Like, everyone needs money. Yeah. This one I think is interesting. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Being nice gets you nowhere. It's like a classic saying, which I somewhat agree with. I don't agree with the saying fully, but I do think that people warm to or like funnier people over nice people. And I know that's kind of comparing two things, but I wouldn't say being nice gets you nowhere, because obviously, you know, it's good to be nice, it's good to be kind. People take advantage, and people don't really appreciate as much as they appreciate someone who, I don't know, I can't explain it.
I think it comes down to what your definition of nowhere is.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
That's just the saying, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
it gets you nowhere. But what do you mean by that? It gets you nowhere. I mean, if you're a super friendly person and you're like, you know, the friendly one in the friendship group or in your family or whatever, and, you know, people are going to like you for that. They shouldn't dislike you.
yeah.
But if you maybe put that into, like, I don't know, like a certain working industry, like, I don't know, the financial industry or
Yeah,
the music
in
industry
settings,
or something, then maybe being nice doesn't get you so far. Maybe that means, in that sense, being nice gets you nowhere. Like, if you're working in some kind of ruthless, cutthroat industry like fashion or something.
I don't see myself as the funniest person, like the most charismatic person in a group of people, whether that be at work or socialising.
I wouldn't compare being nice to being not being funny, though.
Or charismatic.
Or charismatic, yeah. I wouldn't say that if you're nice it means you're automatically unfunny or you don't have anything, like, you know, edgy about you or whatever. Like, I think you can be nice and you can be funny and you can have lots of good traits about you. Like, being nice isn't like one trait that sets you apart from everything else. Like, I don't know, like maybe in relationships, like, if you're too nice as a guy, maybe you get overlooked by some people because it's like, oh, I want something about him. I want him to, like...
That's the
I
thing,
want him to
yeah.
be banter. I want
He's
him
too
to, like,
nice. She's too...
Like, that can be often a negative
You know,
for some
she's
people.
nice, but she's not... You know, like...
Yeah. I think people saying that,
It's always a good
being
thing
nice
to be nice.
gets you nowhere. I don't believe in that. I think it depends on the context, for one. But I think people that believe in that are not nice people.
I just have the opinion that people like people who are more confident. Not that you can't be nice and confident and charismatic, but like, it's like, if you're just nice, it's less liked.
But generally speaking, I think if you're a nice person, that shouldn't get you nowhere. Like, if you're a nice person, that should be a positive thing. Like, that's not a negative thing. If you're nice, if you're kind, if you're polite, if you're well mannered, that's a good thing. And people should like you for that, no matter who they are. Yeah. And if they don't, then that's wrong.
Kids should have to do chores.
That's a good one.
I think yes, but not, you know, in abundance.
I think it's a no-brainer. I think kids should definitely do chores.
It teaches them what they need to do.
Yeah.
As they grow up. Like, it gives them
skills. It gives them discipline.
Yeah.
It gives them, you know, expectations of
Teaches
what
them a lot,
adult life is going to be like when they grow up.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have, you know, a silver spoon in their mouth from day one, never having to do anything. Because when they go into the real world, they're going to have a massive shock. When you have weekends or whatever, like whenever you have time off work and stuff like that, and you get stuff done, it's like you feel like you can then treat yourself with, I don't know, a takeaway, or you can go out to watch a film, or you can. It's like, oh, we've done everything. We've cleaned the house for today. We've done what we need to, and now we can go out and enjoy ourselves.
And then when you're younger, it's like, okay, you do this, and you can go on, I don't know, your PlayStation for half an hour or whatever.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. Like, there's some nice thing incentive to reward yourself with. Yeah, obviously when you're children you can't do anything like financially because you don't have money. But like, when you're adults, that's basically what it is. It's like, we've cleaned the house, we've done all our gardening, whatever. Now we can go out and enjoy ourselves. We can go to the pub for a drink, or we can instill that kind of behaviour in your kids. I think it's a good thing. Otherwise they become spoiled little brats, and nobody wants that.
No, I agree completely. I agree with what you said completely. Good one to end it on.
Good one.
That was delicious. Very rich. I couldn't have any more. I can't have any more.
Yeah, I'm full.
So thank you for watching. I think I like this like controversial topic. I've thought of some about relationships as well, which could be interesting.
That would be interesting, yes.
So maybe we'll do some more of these, because I think it's interesting to listen to as well. So thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you soon.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.